Very good morning, everyone. Welcome to the week ahead video brought to you by Synergy Signals and Synergy Markets. Before we start, trading is risky, and I've got to do this quick risk warning that these trade signals or information you see on here is not to be taken as investment advice because um, these are not personal recommendations at all. And also, CFDs and spread bets are extremely high risk. The ways of which to get access to the CFD market, I'm sure you all know of that. Let's start, folks. We got a couple of trades off last week in the mix of the holidays. It's been a particularly testing end of year, not because of trade quality, just lack of trades, lack of clarity, lots of narrative and higher level macro data pieces steering the ship, and also Mr. Trump stepping in. And talking of Mr. Trump and setting ourselves up, this could be huge what's going on with Venezuela at the minute. The fact that America's gone in and taken out an illegitimate leader is pretty drastic stuff. What that means now is Venezuela accounted for 20% of the world's oil supplies. It has more oil than Saudi Arabia. What it had been doing recently was selling its oil in different currencies, not the dollar. So the Chinese yuan. China's invested 100 billion into Venezuela recently, so that's going to be interesting to see how that one thaws out. But the threat was that they were going to take away the share of the dollar's strength. So the fact that they're in there, and now obviously Canada's a huge exporter. The fact that Venezuela could get back online means that for two of our trades that we really like the structure on, USD CAD, AED CAD, this could be the trigger that I've been waiting for. The chart has been pointing to an event to trigger the pattern. We shall see. So that's really the big market moving news. Let's look at this stuff here. So AED CAD, where's it best seen on? It's best seen here. It's starting to make that move. So you can see the structure we've got here. If you can take it all in, a lot of moving parts, a lot of useful information here. So we're looking at swings, repeatable swings, which we have here. And we've taken it from the low and applied it up to here. So we are anticipating a price of 94 area on the CAD, which is a great upside move from here. There'll be a 100 pip move, may even go higher. You can see the structures building beautifully on the lower time frame. It's all about this previous lower high. That to me looks like the past lower high. Albeit here is another lower high. And we've ultimately, if you look at the wicks, we've just made a change of structure on that lower high there. So if we copy this to here, take our change of structure label. Brilliant. And now we want to see a break of that change retest and we'll consider an entry. But that's a really fantastic setup. And just on the flip side, looking at US dollar CAD, it really, really may make it really, really may trigger this. I don't know how it's going to go. Maybe up or down. I mean, it doesn't look super good, but what looks super good is out here in this time frame. Well, we've had the change, we've had the break one, and we got the close above 1, 2. Should start a 3. Got the internal change. 1, 2, 3 to the low, or this could be an M, 1, 2. High, 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 low. Looks really good. So we shall see. We've had Bitcoin picking up. Let's locate what Bitcoin's doing. It should take out this low, so I'm not sure Bitcoin is out of the woods yet. And we've definitely done 3 up. I mean, have a look at this. You've got 1, 2, 3, and the three's got 3 legs in it. We might get a retest of the high, which will get people excited. But chart's been pretty good to us on Bitcoin. Let's move on to some old favorites. EuroCAD. Tried to make structure. Looks really good as well, much like AUD CAD. But this is thin air here. Price hasn't tested this area here at all, and typically it could get back to here. A, B, C, D, correction. Again, a beautiful chart. High, 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 low. High, 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 low. This is an awesome chart. But first of all, we need to see what the news and the CAD dollar and the other AUD driven situation looks like. AUD USD is one that we do anticipate downward pressure. There's level one, here's level two. And if you look at it on this time frame, level one, level two, we're either at a peak here because the dollar is going to be very strong potentially of this Venezuelan oil situation. So want to be careful, but we are making, this is a low, this is a lower high. And if we just get the fib tool out, excuse me, my sniffing, it's a terrible habit of mine, but when you've got a cold and you're trying to focus, you tend not to think about how to deliver your sniff. So we're on the 78.6% retracement. That's going to be worth keeping an eye on. So AUD CAD, we've done Bitcoin, AUD USD, USD CAD, Euro AUD, GU. GU is an interesting one. We've played it recently. We had this Gartley and we actually made really good coin off those lows. Now, however, what we were looking for is we have a change. We need to see a break, retest entry before we get involved here. But we also saw the same thing here: change, break, retest entry, change, break, retest entry. So that's been really kind to us. Euro USD starting to wheel off a little bit as well. Change. This wick was never broken, so a bit of a confusing one there. Not chasing nothing. Just going to let that one do its thing. Not getting too excited about that. Now, GBP CAD, this is also an interesting area. Why? Because we can identify the market cycle in it. This is level one, this is level two. I'm anticipating higher prices unless I'm wrong, and this is an M and this is level two. Don't think so though. Gold and silver been absolutely bananas of late, but we've got that corrective move in and this gap here, that's normally pretty bearish. Silver could correct quite hard. Dollar basket, we sent a buy on this, guys, at entry at the minute. It's going to be very important. That's a perfect setup. However, in context of this, one, two, three to the low, chop, one, two, three to the low, expect some sort of a rise. We shall see. I think the Trump news is pretty big stuff. So we shall see. That's all I'm looking at, really, folks. AUD CAD, USD CAD, see where they go. We're in dollar, we're in USD CAD from the start of the year. So we shall see. FTSE at 10,000. I will start doing a few stock ideas because that's the other part of my day job is stock selecting, building portfolios. Maybe that's an angle to open up to the recordings. I shall see. But other than that, folks, have a great weekend. If you're watching this on Twitter for the first time or X, you're interested in giving the signals a go, there will be a link on Twitter. There will be a link in the description of the video, and you'll be able to take a 14-day free trial. Yeah, there we are. So have a great rest of your weekend, folks, and wish you all the best. Cheers.